as they get back to it. This is a strong-looking Australian team, and if you're new to the Asia Cup, first off, where have you been? But I'll remind you, they are the defending gold medalists from the previous 2 editions. They went back-to-back. In fact, they won a double gold. Both the men and the women from Australia took gold in our previous edition of the Asia Cup back in 2019. We're back in 2022 here in Singapore. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, is in your ear. Have no fear. I sound a little bit out of breath because I was running from the restroom to get here. I was the knucklehead that waited until the 10 minutes before the start of the game to go to the restroom. Forgive me. Australia's going to lace them up against Qatar. This is men's Pool B action. Qatar, also a team that's taken home a medal at this Asia Cup. Back in 2013, Qatar won gold. 2014, Qatar won gold at the World Cup. So they've been a country that has been at the forefront of success in 3x3. It's been some time since they've gotten there. Now they're trying to get back. Can they do it? We will soon find out. All right, Qatar will enter the court of play first. This is a young Qatar team. Different than squads that we've seen before. And they're hoping that the gamble is going to pay off. Good team, without question. Mohammed Hashim Bashir, Khaled Mohammed Abdelbasset, Omar Mohammed Saad, and Omad Saeed Mohammed. That is Qatar. Bring them out. DJ Lass, Noah Lazarus. So again, Group B play. Team Qatar.
And now representing Team Australia.
They're young. They were able to qualify though. As they beat Guam by 6, and they picked up a 20-18 win over Kyrgyzstan. That's Qatar. We saw them in the qualifying draw. Our first time looking at the Australians, we saw them victorious to start the day. If they go back-to-back, they're going to get that much-desired top seed coming out of the group. We won't see them again until day 5. That's when we will get into our elimination rounds. But we have 2 days straight of pool play. That's the way we do it. Andrew Steele, a 2017 bronze medalist and a 2018 gold medalist, along with 2019 gold medalist Greg Heyer. So they got the experience on this team. Jesse Wagstaff, Daniel Johnson standing 212. That is, okay, I won't say that. But he's a big dude. 212, you don't see those dudes come along too often in 3x3. For Australia, they beat up on their neighbors. They weren't very neighborly. 21-14 over New Zealand. Of course, we'll see the Tall Blacks back in action as a part of the remaining 6-game schedule the rest of the way. Before we continue, we want to remind you that you can follow us at FIBA 3x3. So our 2 officials get their time in the sunshine. Thanks for the coin, Chunk. Appreciate that. But we cannot go any further without thanking our sponsors. Our official ball and apparel provider, Wilson and Peak. Our event partners, Sports Singapore, Tote Board, 100 Plus, IMC Live Global, Ice Mountain, Stellar Ace, Seiyu, and our official suppliers, Baudet, they supply the shot clock. Skelter Sports, they supply the goal, and Magic Sky, they provide the canopy that protects us. We haven't needed the protection, no rain. Jesse Wagstaff, though, he's been making it rain. 36 years old, stands 203. Good addition to this Aussie team as they're going for gold yet again. So both teams will get a chance to get warmed up. Qatar's going through a transition period and really trying to rechannel some of the success that they've had in years past. But you know how it is. When you rebuild, you start with new young talent. And this is some good young talent, I must say. Good young talent, but we don't know what they're going to do. Rashdi, he'll open the possession. Saad with the stop and go. They got some quickness on this Qatari team. Up fake, Rashdi, he's going to drop it off. Oh, these goes and Zaidan rolls off the iron for him. The big man's got to make it count. He's going to be, you know, one of the players that this Qatari team is going to rely on here. He's got some size and he's got some skill, but he's young and he's going against some really tough Aussies. Saad pulls up from long range. His stroke was broke. The rebound goes to Steele. He's brought his iron out. His firearm is active and he's shooting. It's 2-0 Australia. Rashdi, oh, the hook, too long. Ball goes to Green. Steele, he's going to give it up. Good sign for Steele to show that touch. Speaking of touch, that's softer than terry cloth. Johnson, he finds it from the right wing. Back-to-back twos. It's a two-peat for Australia. They're hoping that it's a two-peat. All right, back to it we go. Here come the Qataris. Rashdi, his hook was well off target. Too much protein on it. Now the Aussies are on the move. And a foul on White. First on Qatar, none on Australia. And again, a 4-0 start for the Aussies. So they're feeling good. And just ignore it if you hear me singing a little bit from time to time. Oh, Andrew Steele. He's on point like a widow's peak. Y'all know what a widow's peak is? Look it up. Saad. Oh, net all wet. Okay. So a response here from Qatar. They trail about 4. Deuces are wild here early. There's Steele. He's driving. He's denied. But there's a whistle on that. So Andrew Steele will step up and he'll shoot 1. Andrew Steele stands 196, 31 years old. He's up on the line. He's already a gold medalist in 2018 and bronze medalist in 2017. Has nothing to do with that trip to the free throw stripe because he misses it. Can he D up though? Zaidan, he's held up, can't do anything. So good defense here from the Aussies. Got the direct ticket to the main draw here. So they didn't have to worry about competing in the qualifying draw. The first 2 days of action, they got a chance to sit down and relax and take the competition in and see what they were up against. And coming to this one feeling confident. They should be confident, especially after beating New Zealand to start the day. Rashdi, his shot is off target. Wagstaff quickly gives it up. Johnson. Man, that jumper is soft as Johnson and Johnson. Supple hands is what he has. Rashdi. I don't think I've ever said supple hands on a basketball broadcast before. It's the first time for everything. All right. Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice, at 3x3 The Voice, hit me up. But you got to say something nice. Don't say something mean. Meantime, the green guys continue to add to the lead. It's swelling up like a beer gut. Australia still on the attack. They won't stop. Spin move. Wagstaff. Oh, left it short. And a whistle. That usually would indicate a foul or some type of violation. Seen Australia in 3x3 just continue to evolve and get better and better over the years. They've been racking up the medals here, especially at the Asia Cup, as they represent Oceania. Never been to Australia, by the way. I'm very angry about that. 3x3 hustle. We need to talk. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, there's some really good things happening in 3x3 in Australia. And you can see the product really showing here as they enter. This is the biggest stage, FIBA 3x3. That's getting bigger than this. And they have performed well at the Asia Cup. On the World Tour, not so much. But that's another story. Meantime, higher. Well, he used to play, I should say, Andrew Steele in the CLB 3x3 competition. with 3:38 to play in this one. But a 10-point difference. There's no coming back from this. We have seen a 12-point comeback before. 20 to 8 comeback in 3x3s, the biggest comeback in 3x3 history. The young Lithuanian squad was able to pull off that feat. But this young Qatari team, I wouldn't hold my breath. Wagstaff, too strong, comes back to Wagstaff. Oh, Wagstaff blew the crib, come on. You gotta take care of the bunnies. I don't know the words, that's why I'm humming it. Saad drops it off. Rashdi, they got it. That's not how you do it. Qatar's got to get some twos up in a hurry. And they would have to really catch fire to make this game even halfway interesting. Spin move, Johnson. Ow. Gets the score. Puts a hand up. Oh my goodness. You're gonna have to sign that for him. It's gonna take a few days to wash out of his face. So that's one highlight for Qatar. But a 19-10 advantage for the Aussies. And Qatar is like, crikey. Rashdi to the crib. Lays it in. Down to Greg Hire. Oh, Hire. He misses the layup. Rashdi up fake. Waits for Johnson to fly by. He lets that one fly. It goes right over to Greg Hire. He wants to employ the services of Andrew Steele. But Steele hits the iron. Now Johnson. Oh, come on, Johnson. You're 212. Dunk the ball. He doesn't. Finishes with the finesse instead. Meantime, Hire, he kicks it out. Johnson, he's going to loft it over to Hire. And Hire says, I've had enough of this. Let's hit the frog and toad. Ball game. 2-0. Matt Hollard hooking me up with the Aussie phrases. Hit the frog and toad. Let's get out of here. It's over with. That easy. They won't even need towels after this one. Australia hardly broke a sweat. Although he's sucking for win. It's different for him. Greg Hire's 57 years old playing this game at a high. Okay, Greg Hire's not 57. I was joking. I can do that with him. He's actually 34. All right. Hopefully he doesn't try to fight me because he's a little bit tougher than I am. All right. Oh, this was a blowout. I'm not sure how to dress this one up. Qatar is still growing. They're a young team. Australia obviously have some big goals in mind. They've had a couple of days to rest, to watch the competition. After coming out of that win against New Zealand, they set their sights on this Qatari team. And while Qatar was able to make some noise, that noise was made far too late. Australia really set the tempo. They were aggressive from the beginning. Even when they weren't knocking down twos, they were grabbing all the offensive rebounds. It helps when you have a guy that stands 212. He can block whatever he wants and get nearly whatever shot he wants. He got shot down that time. And then the big fella showing off the finesse. It don't make no sense to be that tall and show that type of touch. Qatar had no answer for him. It's like when your mother-in-law calls. I ain't answering that. Is that just me? Never mind. We have fun with this game because when you have a game that's decided so decidedly, I think it's okay, right? Johnson, spin move, puts it up and in. This one never in question for the Australians as they cruise past Qatar with no issues whatsoever. All right, so Qatar is done. We'll see them again day 5. We will see Qatar All right, now, as promised, we will get back to the action. We will get another look at Uzbekistan. They ran into a buzzsaw, that is Japan, excuse me. The Japanese team with Tomo Achai. They beat Uzbekistan by 10 to start the day. Now, if Uzbekistan want to be playing again on day 5, which I believe is Sunday, they're going to have to bring out their very best against Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei, another team that had to make their way out of the qualifying draw. They are the 3 seed. And there they are. Number 0, Kwang Hao Ting, Sin Quan Lin, Chu Wei Lin, and Zhong Xiang Cao. Young team, 23 and under. So this would normally be like a U23 team that Chinese Taipei has fielded. Uzbekistan is fairly young too. But their eldest member, Midyayev, he's 29. Everybody else between 24 and 27. So we will soon see who's going to emerge from the smoke in this one. Uzbekistan is the team that, again, they have to win here. After losing that opening game to Japan, Japan will play against Chinese Taipei to cap the day. So here they are. Simin Midyayev and Artur Ovaneshov, Farkhad Yusupov, and Demirian Turgunov. Can't forget about him. He's got game. He's one of those players that has like a quiet impact. Doesn't make a lot of noise with his plays, but he's impactful. Okay. So when you look at this this Chinese Taipei team, number one, you automatically recognize the youth, and you wonder, okay, they haven't played in a lot of tough games. They're young. How will they respond? Well, the only body of work that we can judge them by is what they did in the qualifying draw, which has earned their way in with a 1-point win over Vietnam and a 2-point win over Thailand. They were close games that they ended up pulling out. So they are somewhat battle tested, somewhat. But again, as we enter the main draw today, the first day of main draw action, this is where you really see what they're made of. And an opportunity for a young team to kind of emerge before our eyes. We will see. This 10-minute sprint is about to be on and popping. There's Zhong Xiang Cao. He's 23 years old. He's still got milk on his tongue, but he can hoop, and that's all we care about. Experience doesn't automatically equate to wins. And neither does youth. So there's the 27-year-old Artur Ovaneshov. He was a hero day 1. Just look back at the highlights. His 2 huge two-pieces. One of them ended up winning it in overtime. This dude is obviously he's got ice water in his veins. He's a capable scorer. Led the team in scoring coming into today's action. There's their big Mityayev. He was number 2 in scoring. 11 points coming out of the qualifying draw. Big man's got some nice handle. We saw him get a dunk, couple of dunks in their first game. Didn't lead to a win, but you know, he's going to have a good mixtape, one way or the other. So now it's time to get to it. With no further ado, this 10-minute sprint is about to be on. The countdown is on. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, X. I love the 3x3 instead of the 3-2-1. Very creative. All right. There's Mityayev. Put him on the bucket list. Uzbekistan will draw first blood. That layup is thrown off. You can credit that to Mityayev's presence at the rim. He's a big dude. He blocks the sun. Yusupov is down. He's holding the back of his neck. Can't track that one down, and Yusupov is going to check out. Turgunov is going to check in. And keep an eye on Yusupov. He's a big part of Uzbekistan's attack. His dribble drive and quickness. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Meantime, it's Lin to the 10. He's got the right flavor on that scoop. Oh, step back. Turgunov, he's tricky with it. He's 3 in the key. He turned it over, and he's going to hear it from his big man. Medyayev said something to him. I don't think it was too friendly. It was either pass the ball or shoot it. Sal, he puts on the brakes. Presses the gas again, kicks it out to Lin. Way off in the deep end like usual. Lin cueing the Drake music with the string music from the left side. Chinese Taipei lead at 4-1. First minute of the game. Uzbekistan, their backs are against the wall. First look at Chinese Taipei today. But what I can guarantee you is if Uzbekistan if they lose after that first loss, they will not be playing on day 5. Oh, turnaround. That's Kashmir. I'm glad I brought my hat today because the sun is really starting its descent. I want to be able to see that Wilson. I knew that one was a miss. And travel call. Eddie Liu was all over it. Let me clear my throat. Oh, Lin. Oh, he made him touch the ground like he was looking for a contact. Ain't nothing down there for you. Yusupov to the hole, but he's blocked like a troll. Oh, what a sequence. Ivanishov, he just drove, and he gets the shooter's roll. I'm not trying to rhyme this. These are just basketball terms that happen to come together. 5-3, Chinese Taipei. How about Chinese Taipei's women's team and what they did earlier too? Came out with a commanding victory over Turkmenistan. Chinese Taipei is doing some good things. That's a strong drive. And even harder foul at the rim is Simen Medyayev is whistled. So Xu Weilin is at the line. Xu is 22. And he's got no international caps to his name. He cannot cap the trip to the stripe. He gets his stuff blocked again. Here's, oh, he got his pocket picked. Oh, give me that. And he couldn't land it. Ivanishov over to Yusupov. Yusupov misses. No tip. He's going to get several opportunities, but he's stripped. Sal will swing it over. Nice footwork, body control at the rim. And a whistle called on blue. 7:43 left in a 2-point game. Chinese Taipei leading by a couple, pending these free throws. Free throws too strong. Lin couldn't get to it in time, didn't need to get to it in time because possession is going to go to White anyway. Sal, rocket number 57. He'll open the check ball. He's going to get the Wilson back, taking his time, looking at the defense. He's quick, kicks it out, up fake, baseline drive, up through the contact. You're going to need some muscle milk. What a finish from the young fella. So how about Kwang Hao Ting doing his thing. Ting, the second youngest member on this Chinese Taipei team, 21 years old. I'd say his future is bright. He's gonna have to go to the lab on those free throws though. 6-3, Uzbekistan. Chiliayev, he's telling everybody, get clear. I'm about to shoot it, and I'm good at this. Splashes it. Uzbekistan within 2. Sao, oh, directed through traffic. Turn left here, then right, then go north, and you get to the place you need to go. Yusupo, wild attempt. Ovana showed, yes! Bucket. Chance for a 2-point play that could potentially bring Uzbekistan within 1. Right now they trail it by 2, 7-5. As we head into a TV timeout. Of course, we'll see a free throw once we come out of this brief break. So how about it? Pool D action on the men's side. Chinese Taipei and Uzbekistan. I'll give you an early reminder before we get to our next game. We're going to have our opening ceremonies here in Singapore. Again, as 3x3 has made its return for the first time since 2010. It is an opening ceremony that I'm telling you, and I'm not just hyping this up. You do not want to miss this opening ceremony. This could rival the Olympics opening ceremony. I mean, it is that good. So that's coming up after this game is concluded. Just wanted to give you that reminder. We still got 6:51 left in this game, and obviously that's the priority. We got to see who wins this contest first. But look out, opening ceremony will come up once we wrap this up. All righty, 6:48. Oh, and a tech called on Uzbekistan. I didn't like that call. I'm assuming Turganov, he got whistled for the foul on shooting the 2. So 1 technical here that team will shoot. Chinese Taipei again up by 1. So a great opportunity here. Shooting 1 free throw and then the 2 free throws for the foul on the shot. And now 2 will come. 2-point game. Let's see if team can go 3 for 3. Takes his time. That free throw was cushy. Ten 10-6. Chinese Taipei, 4-point advantage. Wild shot. But he didn't do it all by himself. It was a push. And that's why Semin Medyayev will step up and shoot. Medyayev, he's represented the national team on 6 separate occasions. And pretty good winning record, 4-2 in those occasions. Medyayev, 29 years old. Oh, that's a wild drive. He gets the swat. And then down to Medyayev. Up fake, up through the contact. It's a miss, but it comes back to him. He's going to get another chance. He's setting up shop down in the basement. Oh, shoulder shimmy? Is that in his bag? He doesn't land the shot. It was a nice move nonetheless. A 2-point advantage for Chinese Taipei, not Uzbekistan. They're fighting from behind here. Sao will open the possession. He had Yusupov in front of him. Now he's got Ovanoshev. There he went. Oh, $1 million move with a 5-cent shot. Ovanoshev couldn't finish it off. And a 8th foul on Uzbekistan. That means free throws for Chinese Taipei by way of Lin. This is Chu Wei Lin. Chu Wei Lin at the line. So the young fella showing some strong nerves at the stripe. This is a 10-minute sprint to 21. And Chinese Taipei is on pace to get to that 21-point mark. We got 5:41 left in this game. And we'll see if they can strike for a 12th point. No. Check, baby, 1-2. With the 1-2 check. Lin. Oh man, he misses back-to-back free throws. Fundamentals. Oh. Ovanoshev. I'll come back and get you later. I gotta go for now. 11-9. Up fake. Sao. He's trying to get in his bag. Dribble drive. In and out. Cross. Right to left. Took him to Tornado Alley. He left him in his wake. 12-9. Oh, pump the brakes. Splash. No. There was no splash. Now Sao. I like what Sao was doing when he's handling the ball. Oh, that's what you call a pocket pass. You threaded the needle better than your granny when she's knitting. 13-9. Yusupov. Stroke was broke. Lin will give it over to Sao. Sao. Quick drive. Drops it off. Ting. Off the window. And that's 14-9. He does get a warning because he defended in a semicircle after the make. But Chinese Taipei, take your hat off to this country. They have fielded some competitive teams. Medyayev behind the back. Oh, he got his cookie snatched. No sweets for you. Meantime, the stroke is sweet. Sweeter than tiramisu. 16-9. Fifth foul on Chinese Taipei. Here's Lin. Drops it off. Now the drive, protects the ball, elevates, and finishes with the lay. Chinese Taipei is giving it to Uzbekistan. Oh, shacking the fool. Shacking the fool. You can't miss those. Not when you're down by 8. And it's not looking like it's going to get much better unless Uzbekistan can really catch flames here. And I think it's going to take more than just feeding it down to Medyayev. Medyayev is a dominant force. He's going to score when he gets the ball more times than not. Make no mistake. But much like you're seeing in 5-on-5, particularly in the NBA these days, it really comes down to being able to shoot the ball from distance. And if you look at this, he's just toying with him like Happy Meal. Come on, man. This ain't kids play. This is what a grown man hoop. The grown men hoop. He brought out every move he ever learned. His dad taught him the spin move, a little side to side, made him do the Macarena. Everything. I mean, oh man. I'm glad I don't get in trouble for it. If y'all knew at home what I was hearing in my ear right now, and you'd probably be laughing too. Alex is actually singing the Macarena song to me. This is not professional right now. We need to get it in line. Just joking. Ovane Shove will get the possession, but again, this is an 8-point difference with 3:52 to go. It is not likely to see a comeback in a scenario like this, but I'd be remiss not to say that it is possible. It is possible. Again, we've seen a 20-8 comeback in 3x3 before, but you also have to read how this game is going and what's happening now at the free throw line with another miss. It just does not seem likely. Seventeen to 9 is where it stands now. That Lithuanian team, by the way, that pulled off that 20-8 comeback. You heard me right. 20-8 was Cadania. Those are some young hoopers. I got a chance to see them in France just a week ago. And yeah, ended up pulling off that 20-8 comeback. Don't hold your breath in this one. It's a 17-10 game. I'm just giving you some of the history here to let you know that with the way 3x3 is played and, you know, having the ability to shoot that two-pointer, there's always a chance. You need some luck and you need some lights out shooting. That was not lights out. That was out of bounds. Ovane Shove will set back up. Not only is Uzbekistan trailing by 7, they've got 9 fouls. Next defensive foul for them will amount to 2 free throws and possession for Chinese Taipei. Oh, wipe it away. Offensive foul. Eddie Liu says you're guilty. He's the judge. He drops the gavel. So that's that. Here's Mityayev setting up shop. Oh, the big man. He's going to let it fly. It ricochets off the front rim. He's going to decide to go baseline, but he stepped on the line. I was like, good grace. Okay, Sal. Entry pass down low to Lin. Mityayev, he's going to answer back. They can't trade ones with 2:40 to go. Looks like Uzbekistan's body of work here in Singapore is going to be done. Again, already suffering that 10-point loss to Japan. This was a must-win situation for them in Pool D. It is going to be Chinese Taipei playing again on day 5. Yusupov, nice step back, but couldn't find the proper release. That ball was rotating. Look at that one. Drops through. 20-11. Ovane Shove, halfway down and came out. So the rim has had a lid on it for Uzbekistan, who have only 11 points. Chinese Taipei has been free-flowing. Up fake, they still flowing. That was a Russell Westbrook. Lin shot it off the side of the backboard. That is a unique miss. That's a foul, though. And Lin is not happy with himself because he knows they have game point. Stops the clock, that's number 1. Number 2, it gives Uzbekistan a couple of free targets at the rim. At a shot, rather. So, Yet and still, if you make them both, we're still looking at a 7-point difference. If you're Chinese Taipei, you get the ball and you just drive. That's it. You go to the cup as hard as you can. Either you get a layup or you get a whistle. You shoot a free throw, and it's ball game. So they have this one well in control. Shout out to Manu Hook. He's been watching the games all day long. He's from the Philippines, and his team isn't even playing, and he's still watching. I appreciate you, Manu. Glad that you're watching, man. Glad that you're enjoying. Tell your friends to watch later on today as well. We need the ratings. Game point. Yusupov with the rock. He's going to step back. Look at the flick of the wrist. Man, halfway down and comes out. They've had several shots like that. Sometimes you just don't get the luck of the draw. Ting with the quick trigger, but he can't deliver it. So a minute 27 and a foul called on Chinese Taipei. They're up to 9 now. And had Uzbekistan been a little bit more consistent in their scoring, they might have a chance here, but minute 27, they haven't been consistent at the free throw stripe. Ovaneshov is up again, and there you go. They've been missing like somebody that owes you money. As it stays an 8-point game. Where you been? The spin on the baseline, kicked out, 2-ball, corner, off the iron. Down low, Mityayev, still 7 points. If Uzbekistan come back and win this game, they're going to have to find somebody else to commentate the rest of the day. I will literally walk away from this place. It'll be so incredible. I wouldn't be worthy of being here after counting them out. Yusupov, he's going to make it a 6-point game. We got 46 seconds left. And I mean it. Lin, okay. Oh, it doesn't end there. Ovaneshov. Oh, man. He wasn't seeing things very clearly from the corner. That ball off the top of the backboard. 35 ticks left. Still game point for Chinese Taipei, and they want a timeout. Got to fit. Maybe this is a trait of them being a younger team and not really knowing how to finish their food. But you got to finish what's on your plate. So after this, again, a reminder, you're going to get a chance to see an absolutely marvelous show here in Singapore as we'll have our opening ceremonies for this 5th edition of the Asia Cup. First time back since 2010. That's once we go final here. Obviously, we'll show you the highlights of this game once we're concluded. But don't go anywhere. I'm telling you, you will regret it. You want to see this live show that they have coming up here from Singapore. They do it big in the city. This country. I've been making the mistake of saying this city, but this is a sovereign country, Singapore. There you go. Oh, that's a miss. And final 10 seconds. I can guarantee you now that this won't be a comeback. Uzbekistan did show a little bit of a spark there towards the end of this game. A little bit of a spark, but just far too little, too late. And they're a talented team, but they will not be playing on here in Singapore. Chinese Taipei, they brought it to them. And final 5 seconds will tick off. Oh, there you go. There's a microcosm of what this game was for Uzbekistan. Missed opportunities. A missed layup. And Ovaneshov will let it fly one more time, and that is it. Uzbekistan, they go 0-2 here. Day 3. They're going to watch the rest of this competition either live in the stands or from their hotel rooms. Chinese Taipei is moving on. The only question with them is whether or not they're going to have the top seed coming out of the group or if they're going to be the 2 seed. But they are going to play on. We'll see them against Japan, which will decide who's going to be the top seed out of Pool D when it's all said and done. All right, let's take a look at the highlights in this one. It's looked at as probably a more even matchup on paper. But once they stepped between these lines, it became very clear who the better team was. This young, dynamic, athletic Chinese Taipei team, they were hitting on all cylinders. These kids can get it done. They show no fear. They were on attack mode from the outset. And if you did not have them on your scouting report, if you did not have them on your radar up to this point, go ahead and get your pen out. Circle them. Chinese Taipei is to be taken seriously in this competition. Just how serious we will find out at the end of the day. Look at this. He's in his bag like fast food with the fast moves, the spin move, and the score. Backdoor Lil Joe. Huang Ho Ting, Sin Quan Lin, Su Wei Lin, and Zheng Xiang Tao. All four of these dudes getting to the rack at will, showing off their skill from distance, making most of the shots tough. Although Ovaneshov was able to get that mid-ranger to go. With the step through and the score. Ting having no problems. Sao really disruptive with his dribble drive. And he's got shooters on the outside. They're perched up top and ready to snipe. And they showed it again. Maximilian, Max Glass. Shout out to Max. He's one of the hardest working people in all of 3x3. And he is the reason why these events can happen in the way that they do. I don't know if he'll ever hear this. I don't care if he does. But Max Glass with FIBA 3x3. One of our event organizers and keeps everything in line here. Much love, man. Anyway, don't you love this view? Wow. Wow, Marina Bay Sands Event Plaza with the view of the financial district, and there's the Apple Pod. I'm telling you, the architecture here looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. It is unbelievable. Never been to Singapore before, and I can guarantee you I'll be coming again. 3x3 is what brought us here. We returned for the first time since 2010, a special place in 3x3's history. It's back when 3x3 was a novelty. 2010, and now in 12 years since, you saw we've become a global sensation. Still in the show at last year's Tokyo Olympic Games, and we return here. Everything comes full circle, and we're back in Singapore. Thank you, Singapore. Certainly happy to be here. We can look at this skyline every day for the rest of our lives and be happy. A lot of money being made around here. It's a small island. You can drive across it in 1 hour. Packed with people. 5.6 million is the population. And the largest port in Southeast Asia. So here we are and getting ready for our opening ceremony as we get our official welcome in our return here to Singapore. This is a celebration that I'm telling you, I know you're here to watch the games as 3x3 fans. I know. And some entertainment breaks are more worthy than others. I know. This one is worth checking out. I'm telling you. I saw some of the practice and preparation that went into this opening ceremony and the dedication that the workers here have shown and the hospitality that they've shown since we've been here. It has been incredible. It has been top level. They take it very seriously that 3x3 is here, and they're going to reward us all with a beautiful opening ceremony that's coming up here momentarily. Okay? So, I'm going to step aside. I'm done talking. I'm ready to just sit back and be a fan and enjoy this opening ceremony, as I hope you will as well. It is coming your way in just a couple of minutes. After the opening ceremony, we'll get started again at 7:30. Japan and Singapore in the women's competition will take back over the show. So, keep your screen on. The opening ceremony is on deck. Coming your way in about 4 minutes. All right? Stick around.
People are always searching for a venue to connect with others and share in the positive vibes in a world where they can just be. IMC is a multidisciplinary live entertainment company with its very own ecosystem, synchronizing, harmonizing, connecting top artists to fans worldwide, taking them to that special place of pure, unadulterated joy. IMC, creating live experiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony for the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup 2022, organized by Sport Singapore. Let's put our hands together to welcome the representatives from a total of 29 different countries. They're being greeted by our kids from the Active SG Basketball Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our distinguished guests for tonight's opening ceremony. Minister for Culture, Community and Youth and Second Minister for Law, Mr. Edwin Tong, and Executive Director of FIBA Singapore, Mr. David Crocker. And now we'd like to invite Mr. Edwin Tong to officiate the opening of the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup 2022 with the official tournament ball that has been passed to him by Ethan Lim and Ananya Kanwa from the Active SG Basketball Academy. On my count, in 3, 2, 1! And with that, the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup 2022 is officially open. Thank you very much, Mr. Edwin Tong, Mr. David Crocker, team representatives, and let's give it up for our Active SG Basketball Academy kids! Once again, we are here at the oh-so-beautiful Marina Bay Sands Event Plaza, where the top men's and women's 3x3 basketball teams from the region come together to battle it out to qualify for the FIBA 3x3 World Cup in 2023. The sun is setting and it is so beautiful on a Friday evening, and the action is just heating up now. We'll be kicking off our event with an amazing opening live experience just for you. Produced by IMC Live Global, an integrated live music entertainment company headquartered right here in sunny Singapore. Bringing together 40 different artists, the show celebrates Singapore's melting pot of vibrant cultures and languages through music, dance and song. Inspired by the diversity and energetic spirit of the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup event, through these exceptionally talented performers, the show delivers the message of embracing who we are, regardless of our background, to have dreams and to pursue them.
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
Terima kasih saudari. Terima kasih banyak ada sudi datang hari ini. Kita main suka-suka, kita main di kebaran. Seni kita untuk semua, seni kita untuk rakyat. Terima kasih sekali lagi, terima kasih untuk semua. Kita semua main seni ikhlas dari hati kita.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Whoa. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I combine, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. Yeah. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of
guys weren't blown away by that incredible performance, then nothing is going to get you off your seats tonight, except maybe the basketball action, which is coming to you right here at Marina Bay Sands Event Plaza. It is going to be insane tonight, and you are in mighty fine company, ladies and gentlemen. This event is now officially open, and it is going to be off the hooks over this weekend. Hopefully you guys will be joining us all weekend long. You're going to be in the very good company of a man right next to me, Noah. You're going to be joining these guys all weekend long. They are set to enjoy some incredible 3x3 action right here in Singapore as they battle it out right here on our beautiful sunny island. And sunny it most certainly is. And so the action is heating up.
Wow.
And it's about to get underway.
Wasn't that exactly what I said it would be? What a performance. Thank you to Singapore for having us back here, hosting this 5th edition of the Asia Cup. Here in one of the biggest ports, the biggest port in Southeast Asia. Wow. If that doesn't make you feel good, I don't know what would make you feel good. So obviously we have more action to get to, you know that. We've got 4 more games left on the schedule as we've opened up the main draw action today. Japan and Singapore are next, but you know there have been some really good games so far today, which means we have some good highlights that we can show you in the meantime before we get to that next contest, which is slated to begin at 7:30. But a big thank you to all of the performers, all of the event staff that have make this thing happen and welcoming us with a opening ceremony that was that spectacular. Wow. All right. Let's look at some of the highlights in this one from the day that we've seen. Indonesia and Japan, they started the day. And Japan, who got the automatic draw to the main draw, they ended up beating Indonesia to start the day only by 2 points. Then the next contest we saw Turkmenistan, who were 3-0. They hadn't lost a game in the qualifying draw, and they came up against a Chinese Taipei team that nobody really knew what to expect from them. Chinese Taipei, also one of the countries who got a direct ticket to the main draw, and that team proved to be very strong as they beat Turkmenistan and set Turkmenistan up for a possible elimination. Later on in the highlight, you're going to see exactly what happened to Turkmenistan. Then we had a battle of neighbors, New Zealand and Australia, and they weren't very neighborly, the Aussies, as they took it to the Tall Blacks, using their size over the strong Tall Blacks and getting a win in that contest. Meantime, we got Japan and Uzbekistan, and Japan was looking to go 2-0. They seem to be a team on the mission with Tomoe Ochai and Yusuoka both doing their thing. The worm with the slinky behind the back move. And despite Uzbekistan's best efforts, they just did not have enough. They could not hang with Team Japan. Indonesia got back on the court after losing that opening game against Japan, and they had to win in their second contest, and they would not be denied. Singapore, they came to play. This was a tight game. I think this was a 12-12 game, and the rest of the way we saw Indonesia take control. Pierre-Louis, 16 points in that game, leads them to victory. Then Turkmenistan, we saw them back up against Sri Lanka, making their debut here in Singapore. And this was a game that I think most people, they expected Turkmenistan to win, but they did not. They were shocked by Singapore. They lose that. Turkmenistan's run is done. The young Qatari team would then try to stop the Australians, who were looking at a 2-0 record. But the Aussies, again, this is a team on a mission. They're defending a gold medal from 2019, and that's exactly what they did. There's Eddie Liu looking for some extra camera time here in him and Gain, two officials, as Uzbekistan came back up, and they were playing with their backs against the wall against Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei, both Uzbekistan, that entire group, Pool D action. Each one of those teams came from the qualifying draw, and this young Chinese Taipei team, they didn't have a player over 22 years old. Didn't matter. Experience, throw it out the window. They were just better. And they end up taking it to Uzbekistan beating them and ending Uzbekistan's run. Then after that, what did we see after that Uzbekistan game? I forget. I mean, it's been going on at a furious pace. Then we saw the opening ceremony, okay? And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you show some love. Make sure you hit us up at FIBA 3x3. Use the hashtag 3x3Asia and show us some love. And when you show us some love, we spread that love to them and let them know just how well our fan base embraced that opening ceremony. DJ Lass, he's on the big screen here in the venue. Paris's own DJ Lass from Paris, our Olympic DJ. He's been responsible for making me sing even when y'all don't want me to. So don't take the issue with me, take the issue with DJ Lass. Tell him to play music that I don't like. Then I won't sing. I won't dance, I'll just call the game. But it sounds like he's doing it again. DJ Lass, MC Noah Lazarus. Teamwork making the dream work with our 3x3 entertainment crew. There's very few venues that rival this. I'm telling you. Here at the Marina Bay Sands Event Center, the business district, you got the Arts and Sciences Museum right there. It's designed in like a lotus flower. It opens up. You can't miss it. The Louis Vuitton store right off the edge of the water. Incredible. Mandarin Oriental Hotel. We got the Pan Pacific. That's where I'm staying at. Another gorgeous hotel. Hospitality has been top-notch. The level of competition has been top-notch. We are happy to be back in Singapore where it all began for 3x3. So thank you, Singapore. We got a whole lot more to go. This is just the first day of the main draw. We got another day of pool play coming up. And before we even get to that, we still got 4 games on the schedule. Japan and Singapore in the women's competition. Pool B, that's on deck. After that, we'll go to Pool D for the women. Chinese Taipei and Sri Lanka. Then we'll wrap up with New Zealand against Qatar in the men's competition, Pool B. And last but not least, the final game of the day will pit undefeated Japan against undefeated Chinese Taipei. And we will find out which of those teams will be the number 1 and number 2 seeds out of their groups. They're going to be moving on. New Zealand and Qatar, that's a play-in game. So whichever team from that game will finish as the number 2 seed from Pool B. Australia going 2-0. So that's how things have panned out for the day. I think I've verbally described it for you, but sometimes I speak a little fast and you can't always keep up with me. So we're going to give you some visual backup to prove and show exactly where things stand for the day. Here's some good visuals. Skyline in the background. The sun's making its descent. Got some nice colors there on the horizon. And then, of course, we've got the Singapore Slings out here. They're doing their thing. To Will Smith. Welcome to the party where the heat is on all night to the beat we break it down. All right. So here we go. There's that proof I was telling you about. They started with Japan taking that 2-point win over Indonesia. And then Chinese Taipei with the big stunner over Turkmenistan that ended their run. Singapore, they lose to Indonesia. Indonesia had to have it to advance. They'll play on day 5. And then Sri Lanka ending Turkmenistan's hopes with a 15-13 win. Incredible for them, pulling off that shocker here. Still 2 more games left in the women's competition. Again, Japan and Singapore are next, followed by Chinese Taipei and Sri Lanka. Men's competition looks like this. The Aussies, they are doing their thing. 7-point win over the Tall Blacks. After that, we saw a 10-point Japanese win from Tomoyo Chai and company over Uzbekistan. Qatar just too young against the Australians as the boys from down under put it on them. They finish on top. Chinese Taipei then against an Uzbekistan team that had their backs against the wall. They end up beating them by 6. So that sets up where we're at today. Right now, 12-game slate as we've entered the main draw. A little bit different than we saw from days 1 and days 2. We had 21 games per day. So if I sound a little hoarse to you, you can understand why. 42 games of qualifying draw action. And if you're talking about me personally, I mean, I talk about myself a lot. It's just me on the microphone. I just left Poitiers, France, and I did the women's series there and also the Poitiers Challenger. Washington, D.C. from the United States won for the men. Germany won for the women. Congratulations to both of those teams. Also, congratulations to Spain, España, who just won the women's series stop in Bordeaux. It was also a Bordeaux Challenger. If y'all watched that, let me know who won that. I didn't get a chance to peek at that yet. I've been kind of focused on some other things. Maybe a 100-game competition here in Asia called the Asia Cup. No, seriously, let me know who won that. I know that Princeton got to the final, if I'm right. I do think I remember that. But anyway, if you don't tell me, I'll check it anyway. Big Robert holding things down here on the event floor. And he does not look like a dude you want to have a tangle with. I just agree with Robert on everything that he says. Anything. I don't like your shoes. You're right, Robert. I don't like them either. I'm going to get rid of them tomorrow. What flight are you on? I'm on the 10 o'clock. I'm on the 10 o'clock too. The bad jokes will continue for just a couple more hours. If you can bear with me, Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, I'm here. Noah Lazarus on the mic. We do what he says around here. See, he said say oh. I hope at home y'all were also saying oh. And 3x3.
3x3 basketball, a celebration of life. And coming up next, now to introduce the teams. We got Team Japan versus Team Singapore.
All right, now it's time to get to it. Back to the women's competition. Team Japan. A different look than what we've seen at the Asia Cup previously. So here they come, ready for action yet again. Japanese women and Japanese men in action today. Monagata, she's a fan favorite and a frequent visitor to our top fives. The 21-year-old Kubota, I really like the way that she plays. Nagata, they bring some experience to this team. And Kono, that is the 4-woman Japanese team looking to go 2-0 today. Can they do it? Will they do it? We got a 10-minute sprint in front of us, and we'll find out just if they will. Here they go against Singapore. Singapore, man, they had a lead there. They had a chance, but they didn't pull it through against Indonesia. They were playing against a team that, again, they had to win the game. No choice. They rolled it back with Pierre-Louis. So now Singapore will try to rebound. And if they want to continue to represent in their own backyard, the time is now. They come out in the all red. And we're going to see if they bring their A game. C and Chen like their ability on the outside to really shoot the ball. We're going to need some consistent shooting in this one, to say the least. Level up. Donald Quinn, he's going to handle the coin flip. That's how we start these 3x3 games, by the way. We should have a starter pistol. It is a 10-minute sprint. So fire a gun in the air and just go. It's fast and furious. There's Guy Kim of Korean Basketball Association and Donald Quinn. There's Donald with the awkward smile. It was good. It was a good smile, but he was like, okay, do I smile or do I not? Just stand there and just smile the whole time until your cheeks hurt, Donald. That's the name of the game. Mo Nagata, 25 years old. We've seen her represented on the U23 national team. She's a gold medalist in that category. Japan, of course, hosting the first ever Olympics that featured 3x3 as a discipline. Wang King Chen for Singapore, the 25-year-old. Her Instagram is Wang King. It's a lot of G's. Is there a lot of Wang Kings? That's like 7 G's. How do you pronounce that? Yeah, my Instagram is the Voicey. All right. Sorry.
So once you see it on the screen, say, "Are you ready?"
Okay. C and company in the red. Nagata and company in the white. Let's see who finishes at the stripe at this 10-minute sprint. It's time. It's on now. Singapore will start with it. They got the crowd behind them, obviously. They're going to try to ride that wave to a win. I do feel like they're going to need a whole lot more than crowd support to win against Japan. This is a well put together Japanese team. They've been a constant and perennial contender in 3x3. Who's that girl? La, 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 la.
That's what you call hospitality.
Kubota, she's 21 years old, rocking number 31. She's got some of those intangibles, and she's got herself open layup, but she blew it. The ball movement here from Singapore. Oh yeah, they've been going to 3x3 class. Oh no, that is swatted away. The lane lord says you can't come in here. Nakata, she's going to take the package. She's got the moves, but she does not have to make. Kubota, she shot it off the left side of the iron. They're going to reset. Nakata, the quick step, kicked out. High arc on the 2, but Nakata couldn't make it fall. So a foul on the baseline. I want to thank our ball and apparel sponsor. Our ball sponsor, of course, Wilson. Our apparel partner, Peak. Sports Singapore. Active SG. Our official suppliers, Skelda, Magic Sky. Oh, that one up in the sky off the glass. Nakata. I'll get back to thanking all the important companies that helped this thing happen later. I probably should call the game. C with the no-look finish. Up goes the shot, but she did not have connection from that far out. 8:43, Japan, Singapore. 1 of 4 more games left on this 12-game slate here, day 3. Chun, vroom, but she ran out of gas. Nakata never runs out, or maybe she does too. Wild shot at the rim, she misses it, stays 1-1. Chun setting up shot from the left wing, stop and go. Stop, couldn't pop. Aang couldn't bring down the rebound, so that'll be out of bounds, I believe, off of red. Looks like Japan is contending, so our officials will discuss. Kind and Donald decide that it is going to be Japan ball. Yeah. Oh, fell asleep defensively. Oh no, oh no. She missed the layup. Ball's gonna, no, I thought it was gonna stay with Japan. Instead it's over to red, C. Oh, now you see me, now you don't. And she saw it pretty clear at the rim. She hit her with the block button. Oh, Kubota, come on the drive with me. I ain't gonna take you nowhere, but it's fun to just, Kubota, you gotta make those count. She's 21. But the layups, you got to have those. I don't care what level you play at and how tired you are, you got to have layups. I will never excuse Miss Bunnies, ever. Chin, moving left. She'll swing it up top. Offensive foul. Point of emphasis this year, I'll give you a couple of them. Setting a screen. If you extend your arms as an offensive player, you're going to get a whistle. Can't do it. Got to be set. If you start to dribble the ball with your back to the bucket, you're going to get a 3-second violation if you don't shoot it quick enough. Points of emphasis this year. That pass was on point, but the shot was not. 1-1 it stays. Aang on the attack, but she left something that she needs. Wilson. 2.5 minutes in. And we got 2 points scored collectively between these two teams. Japan looking to go 2-0. Singapore trying to stay alive. Playing off the bay here, so the wind is beginning to pick up. I'm not sure how much that will affect the shots here. A light wind is certainly affecting my papers. Somebody help. Aang opens the possession to C. C sees Chung on the cut. She gets it to her. They connect like Bluetooth. 2-1. The crowd lets them hear it. Here's DJ Lass. He's bringing to Michael Jackson. I'm hoping that this is a thriller without the red jackets and zippers. It's impossible not to. Oh, red light, green light. She froze her like she lost her connection. Turned over. It's back in the hands of the Japanese. Mo Nagata gathers herself. Nagata couldn't drop it. Rebound still goes to Japan. Nagata setting up the two-woman game. Nakada on the cut. Top shot. Kono. Wipe it away anyway. Offensive foul.
Be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' heart.
TV timeout. 6:46 left. 2-2 game. Japan and Singapore. Singapore have proven that they are not going to be pushovers in this competition. So don't expect this to be a walk-away win for Japan, because they come in as a 3 seed and because they won a bronze medal at the 2019 Asia Cup. This is a different team, so you got to be cognizant of that, right? But the jeans not my lover. Nakata, she'll open the possession. She's going to slip down to the block and she's going to make Nagata go ISO. Nagata, oh, she got more moves than U-Haul. That's an American moving company. Y'all know who U-Haul is? Oh, offensive foul. Official Kine blew the whistle there. So, gotta be set when you're setting those screens. Again, just a reminder. 1 point lead for Japan. Looking for some more. That's a foul on the baseline. So Singapore not adding to the points, but they are adding to the fouls. That's not good, because they got one more to give. We got 6:15 left in this Pool B, Game 3. Of course, if Singapore come out on the losing end of this one, then obviously Indonesia is in. The only hope that they have is to force a three-way tie. Three-way tie, 3 teams with both 1 win and 1 loss. We would then have to determine which 2 teams would move on based off the total points scored. So, Japan control their own destiny. Oh no. She got fingernail on it. Kubota. She's going with the wind. Oh no. 3-2. Oh, Nagata with the step back. Couldn't cash in on it. Ball fake. Pull up from Kono. No man. Now the 2 is released. And long rebound will go to Nagata. Nagata tracks it down. Fresh 12 to work with. Now Kono is going with the left hand. Still the wrong hand. 3-2. Oh, Chung. So both of these teams are having trouble putting the round thing in the round thing. We're halfway through and we got 5 points to speak of. There's a near thievery. Good defense. That's out of bounds off of red. White ball. Credit Kubota for that lockdown defense. That's one thing you can always count on is defense. That offense can be tricky. It can be fleeting, especially when you play in outdoor elements. But if you lock in typically as a defensive team and you make that your priority, you're going to be a good team. The offense will come. See? Not only does the offense come from Nagata, she's gone. Right past the defender. 2 players hit the deck. C is out, Chung is in, and Kubota will start the possession, defending against Chung. Aim coming around. Chung, she's got to shoot. She puts it up off the eye. No, 4th whistle on Japan. Singapore have 6 fouls. Both teams step aside. They're going to need to regroup. Singapore with just 2 points through 6 minutes of play, and Japan not doing a whole lot better themselves, honestly. They got 5 points. Both teams have some things to fix. We'll see if they do in these last 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I hope so. See. Oh, she was open. They didn't see her. Kubota with a fresh 12 to work with. She's going to open things up. Not the best spacing. They're heavy left on Japan's team. Oh, it don't matter. Nagata. If you can say her name right, then I can tell you what I meant to say about it. Nagata. She's faster than average. Oh. Two-piece. Now things are starting to heat up. Oh, and okay. That must have heard me. Things beginning to change now. There's a shift in the winds. Chung. Kubota to Nagata. Nagata gets nada. C. Oh, she hands it off. It's off red. Substitution is made for Japan as Nagata will take over from the logo. Checks it up, and here we go. 2:39 to play in this game. Japan with a 2-possession lead. Oh, Nagata. She drops a dime. She brought her coin purse. 8-3. And an offensive foul then called. But we've seen some really slick passes. That's high level, high IQ 3x3, unselfish play. Those slips to the bucket can win games for you if you're active, and of course if the passes are precise. But they got to be just that. Nakata will, she passes up the screen. She's faster than Sonic. Teleported to the rim that play. This is why you have a 21-year-old on this roster. Chin, stop and go. She's like, get out of the way. There's Kubota again. Oh, that time she misses it. Here's Aang. Oh, Aang, oh. That possession had trouble written all over it. Timeout for Singapore. They trail at 9-3. Occasionally my voice will leave. I've been yelling about 3x3 plays for like 3 straight weeks. All right, 9-3, buck 51. Who you got? Well, it's easy to pick Japan. They're up 6. They got 2-0 on their mind. Singapore's at home. Oh, Nagata, she misses the reverse crib. Japan making some mistakes that we don't normally see from them, honestly. Singapore just finding it tough to score against this Japanese defense. Chin, she's going to the left, but she's told to talk to the hand. Kono with the interior defense. Singapore have 4 fouls. 7 fouls, excuse me. Japan with 4. That one's poked away. Nakata. She's driving like she works for Lyft. 10-3. C. Quick move. Look at the defense though. Nagata stuck with her. Chin. High arc. That stroke broke. 7-point lead for the Japanese. While there hasn't been the prettiest game from Japan, it has been efficient enough as we're under a minute and they do have a 7-point advantage. If they take care of the ball here, they're going to be in great position to come away with a win. that shot is too long, and as long as they defend the 2-point arc, I think they're going to be in good shape. Singapore is the one in foul trouble, not Japan. So they're thinking about that too. And the moment I mentioned no foul trouble, they pick up a 5th. Still 1 to give. So 35 seconds left. 7-point cushion. They got some savings in the bank. They can make some mistakes. They can buy some things if they want. Just don't go overboard with the mistakes. Possession back over to Japan. Time is on their side. 23 seconds left and 4 to shoot. Kono better get something up. She decides to get it down low, and there's a foul. Easy whistle right there. So 18 ticks left, and we'll see Nakata step up to the line and shoot 2 here. That was an 8 foul on Singapore. Oh, free throw. It betrays her. Second one from, Nakata misses them both.
Take it out.
13 seconds left. They're going to use as much clock as possible. 2-0 record means that Japan will get the #1 spot out of this group, Pool B. #1 from B will play the #2 from D. You're probably wondering, who's the #2 from Pool D? Well, you won't find out until tomorrow. That's why you got to watch. No, wait. You'll find out today. But you still should watch tomorrow. B and D in action today. A and C in action tomorrow. There you go. All right, now the score standing at 11-3. So Chin just wants to do something good before the final horn sounds. It ends on a missed layup and an 11-3 win for Japan.
Make some noise one time, y'all, for the team.
That game was defined by defense.
And let's give it up. Get real loud for the winners of the game.
And
Let's hear it.
we're going to have to see highlights of that. 14 points scored total. All right, standing by. It's Tristan Lavalette with Norika Kono, the 22-year-old, part of this 2-0 start for Japan. Tristan, take it away.
Norika, Singapore were limited to just 6 points. Was defense the key for the victory?
In this team, this tournament is the first game that we actually played with this member, so we had to bring a lot of juice from the beginning this game. And I think everyone did a great job to not to hesitate the drive and doing the defense aggressively. That's what we've been talking before this game, so I think we could execute that part well.
And what was it like playing in front of such a loud crowd?
We were talking about we will be away game, but this away game is makes us be more energetically. That's my pronunciation. So we enjoyed this game well. So
Congratulations on the victory and good luck in the quarterfinals.
thank you.
Yes. So they knew that even though they were considered the favorite here with this crowd against them, that they were going to be in a hostile environment and really feel like underdogs. And just honestly, both teams were sluggish to start the game offensively. They had a really tough time getting buckets, some missed opportunities early, and that's how you end up with an 11-3 final. But what matters in the end is coming out on top, and Japan found a way to do that. Singapore still have some work to do as they go 0-2, losing to Indonesia, and obviously wrapping up with that loss to Japan. But not shocked to see Japan go 2-0. The Japanese got something going on. We're going to see if their men's team can also go 2-0 as they will cap the day against Chinese Taipei. That's about 2 games away. But as for the highlights in this one, they will be quick. There weren't that many. 14 points scored in total. Crossover right to left. That's a tough score right there. Singapore showing some fight, but again, oh, what a pass. On the second look at that pass, it was even more impressive. Just such a small window to fit that ball through, and she managed to do it anyway. In the meantime, the highlights continue, and they are pretty one-sided. Japan 11, Singapore 3. That group is decided. Japan, you won't see them again until day 5. Indonesia, you will see them as well. Day 5, we will find out who they will be lacing them up against as the day wears on. Day 3, here in Singapore, The Voice is with you. My government name is Kyle Montgomery, but people just call me The Voice. When I first started, I was new and no one had heard my voice before, and some people would ask, who's that voice that we hear sometimes in the broadcast? And finally, I just decided that I'm that voice that you hear, so I'm The Voice. So that's the story of the nickname. We had a little time here, so I figured I'd share that. And ever since then, people call me The Voice. Pretty cool nickname. I like it. Unless you want to give me a check. Don't make it out to The Voice, because I won't get paid. I need my government name for that. Oh, by the way, I was talking about the Bordeaux Women's Series in Challenger. Spain win the Women's Series. They beat France in the final. And thanks to my ace Boom Koon, I got the information that it was Antwerp. They finished as the only undefeated team in Bordeaux and claimed their first Challenger win of the season. They beat Princeton in the final. They won 15 grand. They beat them 21-8. So, thank you. Okay. We're going to keep it moving. This is our last ladies game of the day. I don't know about you, but Chinese Taipei was impressive earlier today. Seeing them come out against the Turkmenistan team that they were not favored against. They were not favored against Turkmenistan. Make no mistake about it. And they did not care. They put the clamps on Anya Gokov, and they went on to win that game fairly decidedly. And now they have a chance to go unbeaten against Sri Lanka. A Sri Lanka team that also dug deep and beat Turkmenistan. Both of these teams are going to be playing day 5. Both of them. But you want that 1 seed, right? You want the more favorable quarterfinal matchup, right? So that's what's at stake. This one still has implications. You want to stay unbeaten? Here's your opportunity to do it. Sri Lanka coming out with Anjali Ekanyake, Panika Talagala, Nihari Pereira, and Lubna Morset. There they are in the red. What this team does not lack is fight. They will come at your neck like a bow tie. Believe it. In the red is Sri Lanka. In the white is Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei with Shi Han Xiu, Hung Ting Kuo,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, X.
All right, it's on now. Banika. She likes to drive, but they don't like her in the territory on the inside. Good defense. The shot ends up blocked. Boom, 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 boom. Down low. There's a foul on the second attempt. So that foul will send Kuo to the line. Kuo dominant in that first contest. She's a problem on the interior. Great length, got a good touch as well. Can move her feet defensively. She's an ideal player in 3x3 and only 19 years old. So imagine how good she's going to be at 24. Whew. Okay, back up top. Kuo gets it started. She's slipping to the bucket. She's going to receive the package, and she's got mail. One package, 2-0. Now it's even at 2 apiece. So that's where Sri Lanka can kind of close the distance here. If they can shoot it consistently from 2-point range, that eliminates the size disadvantage that they have. Anjali, little stop and go. She's held up. She's got nowhere to go. Lubna, she had a big shot in their opening win, and that was deeper than Andre 3000. 4-2. Turnaround. Shoots it. Tickles the twine. Chen is the one that made that last bucket. So it's 4-3. Here come the ladies in red. Sri Lanka on the attack. Anjali. No bucket there, but it's one of the traits that I said that this Sri Lankan team possess. They do not stop. Lubna. Oh, spin move. Had the choreography, but she didn't get the final step. That's okay. Pereira, she cleans things up. 5-3. Better offensive start in this game. Bullet pass. It's received and it's scored. Kuo puts the cookie in the cup. Anjali, she's on the move. Anjali cashes in at the strike. We got a 6-4 lead. Sri Lanka over Chinese Taipei. Both of these teams, either one of these teams can go 2-0. There's no better proof than proving it between the lines. Anjali, she's gonna need a double take. She needs Brad to help her out. What were my lines again? 6-4. Almost 2 minutes in. Hugh swings it to the side. Sue will get it back. And Sue shoots the 2, but it's a miss to the right. 2-point contest. Interior fed. That's good eating. 7-3. Sri Lanka. Man, I'll tell you, I'm not sure a lot of people had Sri Lanka circled on their, when the participating teams came out. I'm not certain Sri Lanka was one of those teams that you circle like, yeah, they're going to be serious. Let me tell you, Sri Lanka is playing some 3x3 out here. Right now, they lead about 3. They just shocked Turkmenistan. Could they do the same against Chinese Taipei? Lubna down to the post office. She delivers. No make from 2 range, but the rebound is corralled and scored. Kuo. That 2 was launched and is still flying as we speak. Somebody got it yet? There it is. Back in play. It is 7-11. Sri Lanka 8-5 advantage. Only a 3-point game. But a good start, especially for Sri Lanka. Chinese Taipei fighting back. Kuo is going to recover her own miss, and she makes good the second time around. And a whistle. That'll be against white. 4 fouls on Chinese Taipei. Not the best position to be in with nearly 7 minutes to play in this game. They've only got 2 more fouls to give, but they will have some time to think about it. So they take a timeout, and they'll talk it over in the huddle, as will Chinese Taipei.
Who here is cheering for Team Sri Lanka? Let me hear you make some noise. Okay, we got a crowd favorite.
So Noah Lazarus checking the temperature of the crowd, and they were decidedly Sri Lanka. They got a cheered section here. They don't care anything about Chinese Taipei advancing. They have taken sides. And Sri Lanka is their bestie.
I already know.
Oh, cha-ching! Getting money like an invoice at the top of the key. 8 up. 6:40 to play. Oh, that's a good look. Sue passed it up. Instead, Sue wants to employ the spin move, and she says you can bank on me. Xiuhan Xu, 9-8. Chinese Taipei assume the lead for now. We'll see if this game gets to 21. If it does get to 21, I think both teams are going to have a chance maybe in the end. The way this game has started through the first 3.5 minutes, it is close. Look at the scoop. No, comes off the iron. Thought she might have had a chance at that. Instead, White ended up with it. Chang looking for some more money. Oh, but you left something. She got her banana peel. Can't make the shot though, so the ball back over to White. Oh, thought about the 2 instead. She said, let me get out of here. Got a better opportunity as Wang gets to the rim. Chinese Taipei, they lead it only by a couple here. Under 6 minutes to go though. Angeli steps through. And 1 step too many. She's been watching too much James Harden. We don't do that in this league. Chin, right, left, right past the defense, and finishes with the lefty leg. Oh, Barkani. Nobody there to stop her. She drives and finishes on the right side of the rim, but they leave a shooter top of the key. No connection. She needs a few more bars. There's Wang. She's there to pick up the pieces under the rim. Oh, and a travel. So Sri Lanka will give it back over to Chinese Taipei, who already lead it by 3. Down low, it's going to go. 4-point lead for Chinese Taipei. The drive. Vanessa couldn't get it to go in the second attempt, no. Back-to-back misses all by herself. Can't knock down the double. Score stays a 2-possession game. Under 5 to play. The ball was loose. Somehow Lukna stuck with it, and she sticks the layup. Sue waiting for the screen. She's going to get it. She's also going to share it. She learned manners as a youngster. 14-10 game. Nihari, that's a tough attempt right there. Does not have the right flavor on that scoop, and she needs to rest. TV timeout, or not a TV timeout, excuse me, a regular timeout. That attributed to Sri Lanka. They will get another timeout after the first dead ball we see at under 4 minutes.
FIBA is running green for this event, so please use your reusable water bottles as we are avoiding plastics. You may also recycle your shoes at our bins at the Fan Village, which is just to the side of the court.
So it's Edge Lee's turn to defend here. Chan will start it. 4:21 to play. Chinese Taipei 7 points away from getting the dub here. Chan with the dish. And it's finished. So you know it was good. Top of the key. Oh, there's a lot of contact there. That's an easy whistle. Foul called on the drive. Banika takes her time. She's going to shoot one, drops that one right through the iron, but there's no transition defense. I guess none needed. There's the air ball sends it right back over to red. Banika, look at the arc on that. Ricochets off the rim. Fall back over to white. See if they know what to do with it. We'll see. Quo. That's going to make for an interesting camera shot. That ball went directly into the lens of our cameraman on the baseline. Now that TV timeout is going to come. And this game is far from decided. 4-point game. Chinese Taipei with a slim advantage here with plenty of time left in this game. 3:43. Great leadership on the Sri Lankan team. They believe. And I have serious doubts that you're going to see this team just fold. That's not something they do. They've answered the bell. They've met the challenges throughout the day. And they got a challenge in front of them. Down by 4 against this young Chinese Taipei team. We find out in the next 4 minutes or so just who will go unbeaten. Chin. Oh, with a nice pass. Sets up her assist for the score. Step through. 2-ball. Corner pocket. Short. Banika drops it off. Lubna, she is good down within 3 feet of the rim. That's almost an automatic bucket. Oh, but they have an answer right back at you. Chinese Taipei up 18-12 after that two-piece. So it took a little while, but now that the game is heated up, we're seeing some good action here the last several minutes. Shot clock violation. You got to be quicker than that. Six-point advantage. The Chinese Taipei get back to work. Wang wings it. That touches nothing. Drop step game, looped up. Oh, she lost it. Had a chance there for a moment. Oh, string music from the left side. Splappa. Game point, Chinese Taipei. They turned the temperature up pretty quickly. Didn't look like this game was going to go all the way to the 10-minute limit. No, it did look like it was going to go all the way to the 10-minute limit. And all of a sudden, this one could end sooner than that. 2:32 to play. Chinese Taipei with the ball. And all they need is one. They're going to take two. That one missed by Wang. She's going to recover. She's going to put it up. And she's had enough of Sri Lanka. She says, y'all can play again day 5. But we're going to be the team that comes out of this thing undefeated. Thank you. Much appreciated. It is a 21-12 final. Chinese Taipei over Sri Lanka. Again, both teams will be playing day 5 after handling Turkmenistan, who saw their tournament come to an end early. So Chinese Taipei, they get it done. Overcame some early hiccups to finally get into a groove there the last 4 minutes or so. I'll say 3 minutes actually. But once they got into their groove, they never looked back. They win it by 9. And Chinese Taipei have served notice. They are 2-0. The first time we've seen them here in Singapore. And we will get a look at just how they did it. Here was their body of work. Everybody all smiles before we got to it. But once you step between those lines, you may have some friends, but they become frenemies. We can have a coffee after the game, but once we step between the lines, I'm coming at you. So Sri Lanka really showed early that, you know, that they were a team that's not going to back down. They played strong defensively. They made a lot of the interior shots difficult on Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei, though, credit them being a young team. They never wavered. Even though they struggled a bit and they didn't get some makes that they normally would make, the game started to come to them a little bit easier as the game wore on. Maybe some nerves early because they did struggle. This was a game where we didn't see, I think through the first 4 minutes, we had a total of 5 points scored. It wasn't good. No, I'm sorry, that was the last game. This game was more competitive, a back and forth affair. All you got to do is look at the scoreboard. Lubna, she's been consistent on the inside. She's got great touch, even when those shots are contested. Chinese Taipei utilizing those smarts, that 3x3 IQ. And that is how the group is decided. Sri Lanka will play day 5. Chinese Taipei, though, will be the team that goes unbeaten. They were the team that got the rest, and they were the squad that had the benefit of scouting while the other squads went through the qualifying draws. So there it is, 2-0 they are. Pool D is done. The women's competition for the day is done. Last 2 games of the day belong to the men. It's a man's world. But it'd be nothing without a woman or a girl. That's the James Brown song. That's not my words. So, those 2 men's games that are coming up next is going to start with New Zealand and Qatar. Two teams that have been prominent in our Asian competitions over the years. New Zealand, in their game earlier against Australia, they lost. Qatar, in their game against Australia earlier today, they lost. Guess what that sets up? That sets up a play-in game. Best team plays on day 5. There's Kelman Poto and McCulloch dancing again. They're impressed with themselves. Give me the haka. I want to see the haka. I ain't mad at these dances. JB Smooth, he's out there. And Zach Easthope. He's going to talk to the camera. I don't know what that meant, but now he's out. And I think he's probably too big to be dancing. When you're over 6'8", then you just don't need to dance. You just need to look tough. That's the best look. There they go. That's the B-boy stance. Nico McCulloch, Dominic Kelman Poto, Zach Easthope, and JB Smooth. I won't even call him by his full name because I just know him as JB. All right, fine. Jaden Bazant, aka JB Smooth. Against Qatar, young Qatari team. trying to get back to the mountaintop. New Zealand, they won gold at the World Cup in 2014. They've got a silver medal at the Asia Cup in 2017, but the men have never taken gold for New Zealand. The women did, but not the men's. We will see what they can do. This is essentially like playing on day 5, where you win and you advance, or you lose and you go home. So here's Qatar right in front of your face. Ahmed Saeed Mohammed, Khaled Mohammed, R. Abdel Sabat, Abdel Basset, Mohammed Hassim Abashir, and Omar Mohammed A.M. Saad. That is their 4-man crew. They've employed the services of both Slovenians and Serbians in an effort to elevate their 3x3 teams. It has paid dividends. Yu Yin Su and Donald Quinn, what is up? They are official. They don't need stripes, but they do need whistles. Otherwise, they would have to just yell at people for calls. Hey, stop! It was a foul. Travel! That wouldn't work. Oh, Nico McCullough. He's feeling himself. He's like an adolescent. Hey. Everybody like this. See, DJ Lab's got the referee. He's got the officials dancing. You guys can't see this at home, but I'm looking around the venue. Donald and Yu Yin are bouncing up and down. Of course, I'm not dancing. I don't want to embarrass myself. Okay, I'm lying. Take a look. Hey. It's about to go down now. We got 2 more 10-minute sprints to go here. Day number 3. Love it when we get to the main draw, because now the picture becomes clearer for the teams that are going to be competing for a bronze, a silver, or a gold medal. Now, if you win this Asia Cup, by the way, I haven't mentioned this enough. If you win the Asia Cup, you automatically qualify for the World Cup 2023.
4, 3, X3.
All right, it's on now. Qatar and New Zealand. McCulloch has got it off safety. Got to put that thing back in the holster and reload. There's Dominic Kelman-Poto. Now can he stay in front of Zaidan? No, Zaidan missed the crib. Those are the ones you got to count. Kelman-Poto. He's got to. Oh, I see you, fancy pants. Oh, McCulloch with the dribble drive. He kicks it out to Kelman. Oh, he missed it. Tipped over. McCulloch to Kelman-Poto. Oh, check out his footwork. You ain't got these. 2-zip. Saad setting up. He's playing with the high socks. That jumper's too strong. Down to the torture chamber. Kelman-Poto, you can count that every day of the week. Now Saad thinks he's got an advantage here against Kelman-Poto. Poto with the gangster slap. He threw it out of his face aggressively, and he's going to take a break. Rashdi, I like his game. He has to force that up late in the shot clock, so we don't really get a look at his game, so to speak, on that possession. There's going to be plenty more to go. JB Smooth over to Nick McCulloch. Oh, there's Bazan. He's going to finish with the left hand. Zaidan to the crib. He's held up with a foul. Four 0 New Zealand. Up steps Zaidan to the line. One of the new members on this Qatari team. He's going to knock down the free throw. Locker number 14 in the burgundy. He's 18 years old. There's East Hope. There's no hope for anybody defending him underneath. Too big. Nice arm sleeve too, bro. Rashdi. Oh, Almost got that score over Kelvin Poto. So Rashdi drew the foul. That means he's going to shoot one. They trail it by 4. As New Zealand jumped out of the gates quickest. Minute and a half into this 10-minute sprint. McCullough wasting no time. He's going to feed it down low to the beast. And Kelvin Poto is able to draw the foul. That was before the shot, so they'll start the possession, top of the key, JB Smooth. Poto, whoever's defending him, you got 2 choices, A or B. I score or you foul me. That's the proposition. That one in the process of the shot, so here he goes. Kelvin Poto up to the line. Kelvin Poto at 27, stands 199. His kilos are not listed. I'm starting to think that's for a reason. He's a full load. The All Blacks might want to recruit him. He doesn't need to handle the ball though. The Wilson over to Rashdi. Rashdi got out of town, but he missed the crib. Kelvin Poto from the deep end. Oh yeah, he's coming. He don't need no floaties out there. 7-2, New Zealand. The Tall Blacks in control like analog. Oh, run up, get done up. Kelvin Poto didn't get a hand up, but now he's going to take him down low. Offensive foul is called.
New Zealand 7, Qatar 4.
Rashdi to Saad. East Hope defending. He's in a switch. Side in. He can change some things if he can knock down some of those twos out there. He's likely going to get East Hope on him a bunch. JB Smooth with the dime setup. So I'll wait for Rashdi to come around. Qatar trailing by 4. Rashdi trying to get in his bag a little bit. Kelvin Poto defending. No. Oh, he traveled. Man, that was a great finish. It's wiped away by a travel though. East Hope with McCullough coming around. Nicks the rim. East Hope trying to move some people out of the way, but he lost to Wilson out of bounds. Here's JB Smooth. Step back. Missed it off the iron. I gave JB Smooth the nickname when I saw him in the hotel one night. It was 1 a.m. and he had sunglasses on. I said, you got to be smooth to wear shades at nighttime. He had a flower hat on too. So there's no other choice. JB Smooth, that's the nickname. He said the people back home are feeling it, so good. It works out.
I see where y'all at.
Kelvin Poto opens the possession. Down to East Hope. I like your cut, G. That's a man mullet. He just gets the side shaved. Rashdi trying to rock him. He's got JB Smooth in hot pursuit. Puts the shot up off the iron. That ball's going to go to the Tall Blacks. They got a 5-point advantage. JB Smooth looking to set the table. Instead, he's going to pull up mid-range. That stroke was laggy. So back over to Qatar. Rashdi, he's looking for a green release. 2-piece and the biscuit combo. He licked his fingers after that one. That was a tasty make. 4 foul in New Zealand, and all of a sudden, Qatar coming alive here, trailing by just 3. Knocks in the free throw. All of a sudden, just like that, it's a 2-point game. That's how quickly things can change in 3x3. Speaking of quick, Kelvin Poto, good combination of both size and speed. It's deceptive though. Oh, Kelvin Poto. Oh, look at that move. Oh, just beautiful from Kelvin Poto. 10-7. Pull-up jumper, splash ball. Here's McCulloch making his move. McCulloch weaving his way through the defense. Kelvin Poto, he's going behind the back again. He is deceptive. He cannot finish with the reverse layup, so the ball over to Qatar. Saad now making his move. He's going to pull the trigger. Take that with you. Bang, bang. It's all even at 10 apiece. Kelvin Poto, he's still hungry. The big man's going to eat. 1-point advantage for the Tall Blacks now as they answer, but the 2-ball from the corner is a miss. Back over to Kelvin Poto. He's got the mullet waving in the wind. Fires it to McCulloch. McCulloch sets up shop. 2-ball corner pocket. And that's just nothing. So Saad will have it. Wilson, he puts it through the rim. Qatar even things up back at 11. McCulloch now, he puts on the brakes. Couldn't break him off. Off the iron, he's going to follow up the miss. And he finishes with the lay. So here we go. It's back and forth like an Aaliyah track. Up fake, Saad. He will make it 12-12 again.
12-12.
So 12-12. This game is tighter than a good weave. Which team is going to emerge here? It looked like New Zealand was going to put it on them. But this Qatar team, despite being young, they've shown a lot of resolve. And come all the way back to even things up. Now with 4:45 to play, it's a sprint to 9 points. JB Smooth. JB Smooth was on the move. He misses the scoop. Kelvin Poto, though, with the hustle. He's going to kick it out. McCulloch pulls the trigger, and he delivers. He brought his firearm, and he finds his mark. It's 14-12. Saeed, it drops. What a finish right there. Soft touch from him. Kelvin Poto lets it go. Some brick construction. 1-point lead it stays for the Tall Blacks. Rushdie, pull up. No, it's a miss. JB Smooth will come with it. It's an offensive foul. That one called on Kelvin Poto. He needs a rest. East Hope will come in. So the big swap spots. Kelvin Poto will get a rest. East Hope is in. So they don't really miss a beat in terms of their strength in the inside. The guards are being put to work though. JB Smooth, D'ing up. Had him on lock. McCulloch lefting. Finishes with the right. He's got finesse. And New Zealand have a 2-point advantage. Rushdie. I think he's claiming that went off on New Zealand. And New Zealand is saying that's our ball. They want to challenge, but I don't think they can at this point. No, they can't. So that's going to be Qatar ball when we come out of this break. TV timeout, 3:42 left on the clock. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, at 3x3 The Voice, in your ear. Tell you what, if you give me a dope hoop line to say, and I think it's funny enough to say on air, I'll say it, and I'll give you credit. Then you can go tell your friends like, yo, that dude stole that from me. I ain't got no shame in it. Saad doing his dance. Missed that shot bad. Oh, Saeed, off balance shot, man. He was falling away and still managed to get the friendly bounce. Ain't nothing friendly down there. Kelvin Poto got bad intentions for you. Drops the shoulder and drops the shot. Zayden, he's going to step in just inside the 2-point arc. That is all net, all wet. 16 to 15 we go. JB Smooth, he's got places to go. And he finishes with the Frito-Lay. It is 17-15 now as New Zealand trying to keep Qatar at bay. Saad with Kelvin Poto in front of him. He wants to use the step. He pulls up on Kelvin Poto and he misses. East Hope to Kelvin Poto to JB Smooth. JP Smooth to East Hope. East Hope driving the lane, and he's fouled. And while he was shooting. So that'll put the big fella on the line, shooting 1. 2:48 left. Qatar was in a ditch early in this game. They fought all the way back. They're still in this contest, only down by 2. Pending this free throw here from East Hope. East Hope, too long. McCulloch setting up shop. Quick move. To the left, to the left. 18-15. Saad, he's going to go to the spin move. He drops it off. The reverse. Off the back iron. 3-point lead as New Zealand look to add to it. McCulloch, he wanted some space in the relationship. 2-piece. 20-15. Then he got caught reaching in the cookie jar. And some extracurricular activities as Rushdie. He's gonna have a conversation with Nico McCulloch. And McCulloch is telling him that's weak. Look, I don't mind it. This is from the streets to the Olympics. So obviously we're not at the Olympics right now, so we're gonna get a little street flavor. In the street you talk a little bit sometimes. I'm not mad at that. You let your game, at the end of the day, have the final say. And the tall blacks, here's McCulloch. He was chirping at him. Gives him the crossover. He can't score through the contact. That loose ball is going to be a shot clock violation. And McCulloch will check out. Tall blacks will go with the bigger lineup. Kelvin Poto and East Hope with JB Smooth. Rushdie over to Saad. Saad from the Enleo logo. Little stop and go for him. He wants to swing it back. Rushdie, nobody home. Rushdie had an open layup. Maybe it would have been a smart decision, but the 2 was missed. That would have made it a 1-possession game. Now they got to deal with East Hope. That's the foul that New Zealand was hoping to get, although it is just the 6th on Qatar. They had 1 to give. They got no more to give. Next defensive foul. Free throws will happen. Actually, 1 free throw will happen here because that was in the process of the shot. So East Hope can put it away. Only one of these teams would make it through, and East Hope, that is delayed for now. We don't know which team that will be. Zayden, oh, nice move. Man, but he missed it. Those are the plays you gotta make count. If you're Qatar and you're looking at the clock with 1:36 to go, you get a score there. Gives you a little bit more life. Kelvin Poto's gonna poke that away.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Qatar ball.
Rushdie. Nope. That caught wind. JB Smooth chunked the deuces, but he comes up abbreviated. That's a jump ball. That's going to go to the defense. Kelvin Poto's out. East Hope is in. All New Zealand need is 1 with 1:19 left. Rushdie. He's got Zayden. Zayden making the behind the back move. Spin move. Lost the handle on it. He steps through, but he got put on punishment. Had nowhere to go. Nico McCulloch, high arc. He misses the deuce. Rushdie, he's going to chunk this one from the corner, and he airmails that one all the way to the Kiwis. Here's McCulloch doing his dance. He's got JB Smooth all alone. JB Smooth, he wants reservations for 2. I don't like being lonely. JB Smooth with the cushy shot. as New Zealand do away with Qatar. Only one team could go on to day 5. That team is the Tall Blacks. They stand tall against the Qataris, and they take it 22-16. That the official final in a play-in game between these two squads in Pool B. Meantime, Rachel Rominger is standing by with Jaden Bazant, JB Smooth. Let's hope he behaves in front of the microphone. Let's get it over to Rachel. Rach, take it away.
How's my hair look?
He said, how's my hair look?
Sweaty.
So, Team Qatar came up second half of the game and gave you a hard time. What was your turning point?
What's that?
What was your turning point?
Oh, we came together. They hit some tough shots, and you know, all credit to them. They're a good team, and I think we just took a little bit lightly at the start, and then we just turned it on.
It took you a while to get that last point, but you did it.
Yeah.
Next up is quarterfinals for you guys. What's your approach?
Get some rest. It's hot out here in Singapore, so rest up, nutrition, and watch film. Get ready for the next game. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. That was good.
That is JB Smooth. His first question was, how does my hair look? Where are his priorities right now? Well, his next priority is the quarterfinals. They got a day to think about it. They'll get a rest, but we will see the Tall Blacks on day 5. They'll watch Group A and C in action tomorrow. We'll have one more game left as Pools B and D took over the stage here day 3. We're going to wrap things up in Pool D, Japan and Chinese Taipei. So they are standing by as we look at the highlights from this last confrontation between New Zealand and Qatar. It was closer earlier, and Qatar had to fight their way back. Early on, they trailed by 6 points, and it looked like another one of those games. They're too young. They're not going to be able to contend. New Zealand's too strong. They got too much talent. But all of a sudden, I think Qatar really stepped their game up. Came all the way back, tied the game up at 12 apiece. But after that, Nico McCulloch, he got in his bag like a camper. When he wasn't shooting, he was sharing. And you know the drill, sharing is caring. JB Smooth with the smooth release. And that will send New Zealand to the quarterfinals. Australia win the group. They go unbeaten as they knock off both of these teams today. But those are your top 2 that will be moving on to play on Sunday. Yes, today's Friday, right? I don't ever know what day it is. But the day after tomorrow. That's the safe way to say it. Okay, I don't care if you're at home right now. It's the last game of the day. So everybody dance now. Let's go. These are on MC Noah Lazarus's orders. He's a veteran of 3x3. So you have to do what he says. Hey, this place is still lit. Last game of the day. Nearly every seat is filled. So we got one last 10-minute sprint remaining in the men's competition, Pool D. Japan and Chinese Taipei. And it is on deck right now. We're not wasting any time. We're getting straight to it.
Japan versus Team Chinese Taipei. And now representing Team Japan, number 0, Ryo Sanohara.
Japan will come out first. This team has looked great from the qualifying draw on into today. One of the top scorers in the entire tournament in Ryu. And one of the veterans in Ochai. The There's Ryu Yosuoka. Right there, coming out. He's been a difficult dude to stay in front of. And the always dependable Masahiro Komatsu. There they are. Not to forget about Sato Hara. He's made some really big shots on this Japanese team. They come out in the white jerseys for this final 10-minute sprint. Chung Chang Sao. He will come out for this 3-seeded Chinese Taipei team. Sit Quan Lin will be joined by Kwang Ho Ting and Sung Sing Chao and Su Wei Lin. They come out in the blue. There it is.
Everybody, make some noise for Team Chinese.
There's Chinese Taipei. They're throwing up the 3x3. You know who started that sign? The arms crossed in the threes? Take a guess. It just makes sense. They'll get warmed up in the layup line. Our two officials that will handle the duties in this one, Donald Quinn and Edmund Ho. Both of these teams victorious in their earlier competitions.
And now let's meet our referees for the game from Hong Kong, Edmund Ho, and from
Chinese Taipei beating Uzbekistan, as did Japan. Chinese Taipei, the young guns, looking to pull off the upset. The Japanese team with the experienced veterans of 3x3, the Olympians. They've been battle tested, no one more than the worm himself, Tomoya Ochai. If he can handle business here in this final 10-minute sprint, his team will head to the quarterfinals with plenty of confidence, unbeaten, and a better seeding, obviously, with an undefeated record. We hope y'all been enjoying the run today. We trimmed 50 teams, a record 50 teams, all the way down to 24 in total, 12 men's teams and 12 women's teams. Tomorrow we will see the remaining 12 teams compete in groups A and C. That will officially set our quarterfinals and our medal rounds. And of course we will, at the end of it, we will crown a 2022 Asia Cup champion. First time we've had this event in 3 years. We have been waiting for it, and it is not disappointed. Sato Hara and Japan will start with the cookie. And it's on. Final 10-minute sprint. Let's get to it. Yasuoka. He's going to get it back from Ochai. Yasuoka steps back. Missed it left rim. High rebound goes to blue. And a quick foul on Japan. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're giving the lane. Oh, he was too fancy on that pass. It's taken away. Yasuoka will set up top of the key. Gets it to Komatsu. Komatsu back to Yasuoka. Couldn't put the round thing in the round thing. What a hustle there. Keeps it alive, but it's thrown away. Was that clear? I think so. Lin is going to put it in. Yasuoka will shoot. Again, being one of the most potent scorers in the game. since we've been here in Singapore. I think he had one of those moments where after they didn't perform up to par at the World Cup in Antwerp, he really challenged himself to step his game up, and so far, very good. So far, Chinese Taipei with a 1-point advantage, but as quick as I said that, it's as quick as that lead disappeared. Yasuoka rush to the cup, evens things up into a piece. Oh, Lin, no. Ochai standing strong defensively. He takes a bump. That'll be the third foul on Chinese Taipei in the first minute of this contest. You don't have to be a mathematician to know that that's not a good formula. That pace is off. 3 fouls per minute. They'll be in the penalty by the time we get to our first TV timeout. Sadohara using that size and finishes with the leg. Oh, offensive foul.
3-2, Japan leading over Chinese Taipei, and that's team foul number 4 on Team Chinese Taipei. So they only have 2 more fouls to give, and still a lot of time left in the game.
Ochai. Oh, that pass deflected. Yasuoka ends up with the Wilson anyway, and he knows what to do with it. Put it in the rim. Sal will open things up. I liked Sal's game earlier too. He hit Yasuoka. That's a good matchup. We aren't going to see it right here. Instead, we're going to see Lin take it at Komatsu. They feel like they can attack Komatsu. Travel though. Japan's 4-point advantage. They'll get a chance to add to it. Buck 40 into this last contest of the day. Yasuoka, the Olympian, over to Sadohara, the other Olympian. Oh, he had a great opportunity to be on FIBA 3x3's top 5 plays of the day. But it didn't work out. So Sal moves left, takes the screen. Sal, finishes with finesse at the rim. Using that first step. Oh, Yasuoka, he broke his own ankles. The worm, he'll take it himself. That one is stolen away. He picked his pepper, and then they put it in the cup. All even at 4 apiece. Sadohara, is he going to get the count? Is he going to get continuation? Donald Quinn and Edmund Ho will discuss it. I think that he should get continuation there. I thought he was in the progress of taking that shot. Just going to see if they agree. Oh, no. An offensive foul. That was something that I didn't even see. And that's the reason why I'm over here and our professional referees are on the floor. All right, I'll shut up and just call the game the rest of the way. My opinion doesn't matter. 4-4. Oh, he got caught reaching in the cookie jar. Yasuoka says, who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. There you go. Y'all know the rest. 7:51 and counting. Oh, Lin says, "Are you gonna give me that much space? Don't worry, I ain't gonna do nothing this time, but next time, I'm gonna show you." Sadohara, holla. 1-point advantage for the Japanese. The moves. Oh yeah. He dropped him off like the train station. Shang's out. Now Ochai says, my turn. Oh, the worm gets to the hole, and he plays a little bully ball. See, it's not so fun when you're on the other side of that, is it? Oh, they cleared enough space. Yasuoka, he's got the deuce knocked down, and all of a sudden it is a 3-point advantage for Japan. He had all day long to knock that down. That's like a layup. And we got a wet spot on the floor. Round the corner. Oh, held up by a foul. 7 minutes to play. Next dead ball, both teams will take a break. Sal, he's defended by Sato Hara. He'll get it to the wing where Ochai will have to defend. Tough drive, better defense. Now Ochai, he's going to try to show him how it's done. Misses it, can't get the rebound. Long, would have been to blue. It is going to go to blue. That's off of white. It'll be Chinese Taipei ball after we come out of this TV timeout. Japan leading by 3. 1 foul to give for the Japanese. Chinese Taipei with 2 fouls to give.
Who here is cheering for Team Japan? Make some noise.
Take a look at some of the tasties in this one. It's not been a bad contest at all.
Chinese Taipei, make some noise.
Only a 3-point difference separate them. And DJ Lash is back to the Michael Jackson. He wants us to get up and start dancing. Be careful what you ask for, DJ Lash. Lin out of there. Chunk the deuces. Quick step to the left. Sato Hara. All kinds of contact there. It's like he was walking through downtown Amsterdam. 9-6. Chance for a 2-point play. 5 fouls apiece. Can expand Japan's lead to 4. 6:31 left, and Sato Hara is good at the charity stripe. Sao, ISO with Yasuoka. Steps through. Oh man. He was floating like he stole fizzy Lipton drinks. Some extra levitation. Oh, but he fell asleep on the worm. He got him lost. And finishes with the bucket. 11-7. Good recognition on that pass as well. What was that? He stepped back and held his head like it was a dance move. And then he went to the cup and got the layup. I was confused as you were. In the meantime, Ochai, he's going to put the layup in. And white foul. Hold called on Sato Hara.
4-point lead for Japan over Chinese Taipei.
Around comes Lin. There's Ting. Oh, he left Ochai behind. 12-9. 13-9 contest, Japan. Lin's got some game. So does Ting. We saw what he just did. Ting trying to finish with the reverse. The worm wasn't having it. He cleared himself. They got 9 to shoot, though. Komatsu on the move. Sato Hara, he's going to pull the trigger. We got a whistle, though, off the ball. And I believe that's an offensive foul that's going to be called on Japan. 7 on the Japanese. 5:21 left. And again, a 4-point advantage for Japan. Oh, up fake. It's swiped away. This looks like a WWE match, all that acting. Ochai. Oh, foul blue. They were holding. Ochai. Oh, no sir.
So 9 seconds past the halfway mark. 451 seconds into the game. 13-9. Both teams with no more fouls to give. So both teams.
450. Bullet pass inside. Ting off the iron. Had a chance right there, too. Yasuoka, catch up if you can. Ochai, the lefty release. It's a brick house. She's back. It's 13-9. Oh, Lid, he's in his bag.
Scores
Finishes off the spin move, a nice soft touch off the glass. I don't care how young this Chinese Taipei team is. This is a skilled set of players. Ochai hands it off. Yasuoka trying to add to this 3-point lead. Yasuoka, it ain't that windy tonight. Sal, he wants to hand it off. Sets the feet. The shot was off target. They want to go back down to the post office. This is where Ochai is a master. He's back to the bucket. He turns around and he drowns that one. Sal. Quick move from Lin. Lin gets some freedom and he beats the buzzer. It's alright, cause he's saved by the bell. 14-11, I'm singing still. Oh, there's Komatsu. He's a marksman. 16-11, he finally gets a clean look. And Komatsu knocks it down. That gives his team a 5-point advantage with 3:30 to play. Both teams in the penalty with 7 fouls apiece. But Japan in the better position, obviously, with a 5-point lead. And one shot for Ochai. Knocks it down. That's all he's going to get because of the technical that was called. They're going to the TV timeout. Chinese Taipei hit with the delay of game tech. So 3:29 left. Take another look at the move from Team that just left. The worm froze. Look at the worm. He's somewhere in the matrix right now. He's watching the one fly by him. Where's Mr. Anderson? 6-point game. Spin move, up fake, shot goes. Oh, missed it. Don't worry, I got your back, cuz. Not even a good acting job right there to save the possession. Yasuoka just walks away like, nah. And then ref Edmund Ho issues a warning and says, don't do that again. We don't need the extra antics. This job is hard enough. 6-point difference, 3 minutes to play. Komatsu trying to come free, but a foul on the cut. That is obviously a foul that will lead to penalty free throws. An 8th on Chinese Taipei.
Emotions running high. Those athletes, a lot of pride in the game.
Oh, Komatsu.
Short on the first free throw.
With a 6-point lead, that's not going to hurt too much. But he's going to want to make this next one count. Second one, no, it's broke as well. Gets the rebound, though. Saruhara. Yasuoka. Now the stroke that time. There's Team. He on the drive. Did not finish with the scoop attempt. Yasuoka waiting on the screen. He's going to go to the right side. Fakes left, goes right. I'm faster than you and I'm stronger than you. Get your weight up, kid. 7-point lead. And an offensive foul is called that'll waste the possession. The ball will go back to Japan. 2:35 to play. They could win it with a 2-ball. Although I think they're going to take whatever the D gives them. Both of these teams will be playing on. The top seed out of Pool D is at stake. Yasuoka! That is the period in this sentence. The end of this chapter. as Japan's story is yet to be determined. What we do know is they will be the top seed coming out of Group D. One more look at the kill shot from Yasuoka, the Olympian. He can put it in the ring.
Give it up for the winners of the game.
2-0, Japan. They haven't lost. Chinese Taipei will go back to the drawing board. We'll see them again on Sunday. But in the meantime, we will get it to Tristan Leverlet, who's standing by with the worm himself, Tomoya Ochai, with his undefeated Japanese team heading into the quarterfinals. Tristan, it's on you.
Easy. Tomoya, congratulations on the win.
Yep.
Is the team getting more confident after every win?
Yeah. So we are a new team. We are step by step. So young guys, rookie. So Sadohara, his group. So yeah, we are good.
And you must be very excited now to reach the quarterfinals.
Yes. So first round, New Zealand. New Zealand is a strong team. So, but we have confidence. Our style, energy, defense, pressure. We will show our Team Japan style.
Congratulations on the win and good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, Tomoya Ochai with his hands raised in the air. He should be proud. That was a hard-fought win for Japan. Chinese Taipei is not a team that you should sleep on. They are young, they are talented, they play with a lot of fire. But the veteran mentality of this Japanese team, I think, is what shone through. He mentioned that Sato Hara is a rookie and they're still kind of working things out on the Japanese team. But they have enough talent and experience at the top to pull through against, again, a very young Chinese Taipei team. I'll say it again, though. Don't sleep on this Chinese Taipei team. Don't do it as they head into the quarterfinals. They're going to be looking to step their game up as well. And once you get to that stage on Sunday, day number 5, anything can happen. I repeat, anything can happen. Final day of play, medals at stake. Sometimes teams play above themselves. So we'll find out if that's exactly what Chinese Taipei will do. We saw that. He did Chai dirty with the Hezi move and finishing at the rim. It was a 3-point game at this point, and that's when the worm decided to share it up top. That's Komatsu, his longtime teammate, sniping from the outside. And Chinese Taipei were trying to trade 1s for 2s, and that's a bad deal for anybody. You can't bring a knife to a gunfight and expect to win. And the final shot, courtesy of Yasuoka, the 2-piece killer that put it on ice for Japan. And this is the day that we just went through. Day number 3, 12 games. B and D in action for the men and women. We saw Japan open things up with a win. Then they took care of business against Singapore. They go 2-0. Chinese Taipei, not too shabby themselves. But here's the pools. Pool B, Japan wins it. They're going to be the 1 seed. Indonesia, they make it out with a must win that they picked up against Singapore. Pool D for the women, Chinese Taipei looking strong. Sri Lanka, a part of upsetting Turkmenistan, who didn't win a single game after going 3-0 in the qualifying draw. So this is what the women's quarterfinal bracket will look like. Chinese Taipei and Indonesia will lace them up. Japan will face off against Sri Lanka. Of course, we'll get C and A in action tomorrow, so we'll find out what those matchups will be at the top and the bottom half of that bracket. Then as for the men, New Zealand started off with a loss to Australia. Matter of fact, everybody that faced Australia today, including Qatar, ended up with an L. Australia take the top spot from their group. New Zealand and Qatar faced off for that last spot, and we saw who came out on top in that one. That would be the Tall Blacks. So it's the Aussies and the Tall Blacks moving on out of Pool B. Pool D, we saw Japan just cap the day with the victory over Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei, though, they're still going to be there on Sunday. That young team is 1-1, and this is what that quarterfinal bracket will look like. Japan and New Zealand. So a battle of size versus speed. That's going to be a defensive game. Australia, the defending champs, against the young Chinese Taipei team. The young guns are going to have their work cut out for them. And again, we'll see A and C in action tomorrow. That will finally decide what the full quarterfinal bracket will look like as we move closer to handing out a gold medal here in Singapore. Whew! What a day. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for chiming in on social media. But that's going to do it from day 3. We return day 4, 1400 local time, same place, right here at the Bay. I'm Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, saying peace out from day 3. We'll have our last day of group play tomorrow. See you then.